Veterans gathered at the East Tennessee Veterans Cemetery today to recognize National Vietnam War Veterans Day.
It was in March of 2017 when then President Donald Trump asked all Americans to observe March 29th with appropriate ceremonies to commemorate the anniversary ending the Vietnam War.
WATE 6 on Your Side reporter Don Dare, a Vietnam veteran himself, of course, attended today's ceremony in East Knox County. Hey, Don.
Hey, Summer, and there was a good crowd of people at the ceremony today. On this day in 1973, the last American troops withdrew from Vietnam and the last group of prisoners of war returned home. The Paris Peace Accords had ended the U.S. involvement in the controversial war in early 1973. It would be 2 years later, April of 1975, when Saigon, the capital of South Vietnam at the time, fell to communist forces. But today, those American men and women who served in the war and those left behind were remembered. A pair of Kiowa helicopters, like those used during the Vietnam War, flew over the East Tennessee Veterans Cemetery to pay tribute to National Vietnam War Veterans Day to honor those who died and those who served.
When we came back to our country, it was so disenchanted about the war. And many of us, when we got off the plane, got spit on.
So there were no parades welcoming Vietnam veterans home when they returned from the war. Many of the men and women who served in uniform in Vietnam were scorned for their role in the war.
It's hard to believe it's been 48 years.
Bill Robinson was the guest speaker. He's the longest-held enlisted prisoner of war in our country's history. In September 1965, he was captured after his Air Force helicopter on a rescue mission was shot down. The last of the POWs came home on this day in 1973.
We have over 58,000 that didn't come home. They gave their life for the freedoms we enjoy today. It's simply put, they gave their tomorrows for us.
One of those they remembered at the ceremony is Freddie Owens, who died of cancer on March 30th, 2018, a man who touched thousands of veterans in East Tennessee.
Freddie was a giver. He was the individual that always said, not what's in it for me, but how may I serve, how may I give.
We were proud of what we accomplished this morning.
We first met Freddie in February 2012. At the time, he successfully led a fight to keep veterans together who wanted group counseling at the VA clinic. Freddie would later form and co-chair the Veterans Regional Mental Health Council.
I really didn't know what it was that I had.
What he had was PTSD. He couldn't handle what he had seen in war.
Out of the 21 men in his platoon that he was charged to care for, only 9 boarded the chopper.
Then an Army sergeant, Freddie had been part of the first large group battle in Vietnam in 1965.
Broken arrow!
The Battle of Ai Drang Valley is depicted in the movie We Were Soldiers. Freddie Owens would leave the Army years later troubled.
I didn't like myself.
What were you like?
Angry, disenfranchised, depressed.
But after years of nightmares, his second wife challenged him to get help. He did. And Freddie continued helping others, setting up a military-friendly congregation at his church.
There's countless stories. And I just think it's fitting that we take the time to honor these young men and young women who gave their all.
And many were honored today for their service years ago and for how they continue to serve their community today. Now, there were 591 prisoners of war held in North Vietnam, and today more than 1,500 remain missing in action, MIA. It was fitting that former prisoner of war Bill Robinson reminded everyone we cannot forget those who are still MIA. Bo?
Don, no, we can't, and a great job on that. And Don, by the way, from all of us here, thank you, my friend, for all of your service. If you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wat.com. You can also call a 6 on Your Side hotline number at 865-633-5974.